All right, guys, you see the title. Let's get into it. Let's get straight into it. I want to make this video so concise, so clear for you guys. I have a few points that I want to basically reiterate for you guys because I really need you to lock it in your brain that manifestation is instant. And this is how you actually see it. I'm going to really locking into your brains today. So get your pen and paper or just listen very closely, you guys. So understand this, manifestation isn't something you wait for, it's instant. The second you assume it, it's done. So if you're still wondering where your manifestation is, you're looking in the wrong place. The real question always is, where are you thinking from? So, the first point that I want to make is manifestation is instant in imagination, in 4D thinking. The reason people think manifestation takes time is because they're stuck thinking in the 3D, like reality is something out there they have to wait for. But manifestation is instant when you're thinking fourth dimensionally from imagination. I am, the real you, exist outside of space and time. So when you imagine your desire as real and align your inner speech with it, when is it happening? Where is it happening, guys? It's happening now. And now is the only moment that exists, correct? So the second point I want to make is the illusion of 3D delay. So why does it feel like it's not instant? Because you're waiting for the 3D to prove it to you. You're looking at the reflection instead of the source. And by the time you see it in the 3D, it's already old news. It's like trying to change your outfit by adjusting the mirror. It doesn't work that way. Your inner world is the real world. The 3D, that's just the playback. You're literally just watching the movie play out. The 3D is just catching up to what's already true in imagination, you guys. So, the illusion of the 3D is that if you believe that you are this separate self, the 3D you, then you're only looking at what is, and then you're saying, okay, because I believe that I'm this separate person, I believe I'm my body, I'm believing that I'm my story, all of that. Then you're looking at form and you're looking at it to tell you that, okay, when it gets here, then I know it will be manifested. But if you're identifying as I am, it's already done. So either you're identifying with your true nature or you're identifying as this body, as this physical, that this form that's forever changing. And so if you're doing that, then you believe in linear time and conditions and all these things need to be worked out. And, you don't believe that manifestation can be instant and you could be anywhere in time. You believe that things have to have a certain flow to it because you're bound by stories, you're bound by appearances, okay? But remember, your true nature is outside of space and time. So there's no delay. So, my next point leads me back to, who are you identifying as? And that's the real question. Are you thinking from your true self, I am, or the separate ego that believes the physical world, is the only reality? Remember, guys, I am doesn't need proof. It doesn't need to see it first. It knows it has it because it is it. That formless awareness, your true nature as I am, is becoming whatever it assumes, whatever it sees within itself. It's taking form within you. So when you see that car within you, when you can feel the will within you that you're driving it, when you can hug your SP within you and you can hear them say exactly what you want them to say, that is that formless awareness becoming it as soon as it is aware that that's what's happening within itself. Is like, yes, I'm becoming that now. I can hear the words I want to hear. I can see what I want to see. I can feel what I want to feel. And I'm becoming that in the assumption. Every time I'm assuming it, I'm becoming it. I can see it right now. So that is the truth, you guys. And so my next point is, stop tracking form. Stop tracking the 3D. You need to focus on being. And this is where people mess up. They start seeing things shift in the 3D, but instead of resting in that knowing, they start tracking form, checking, micromanaging, and most people make the mistake of tracking their manifestations in the 3D, feeling like they need to keep manifesting, even when their desire starts unfolding. They wait for consistent proof in the 3D before they let themselves accept that it's real. But that's a trap because form is ever changing. The 3D isn't meant to be controlled, you guys. It's only meant to be observed. And they think, okay, it's happening, it's finally happening, but let me just make sure it keeps happening. No, that's like digging up a seed to see if it's growing. You don't have to keep manifesting once it starts unfolding. You don't need to make sure it stays. That's ego thinking. I am already is. It doesn't chase, it doesn't beg, it doesn't doubt. You just stay in the state of already having it because you do. This is why we focus on state of being within. Once you've stepped into the state, you don't need to keep watch over it. You can relax and be the person who has always had that desire. Keep your eyes on I am, not the shifting reflections of the 3D. Stay in your state and let the world unfold around I am, you guys. Keep it simple. And my last point is, and I'm going to say this so many times until you get it, manifestation never happens in the 3D. Manifestation never happens in the 3D. One more time, say it with me, put it in the comments. Manifestation never happens in the 3D. And here's the truth, nothing actually manifests in the 3D. The 3D is just where things appear after they've already been established in imagination, when your I am awareness has already appropriated it. You're not creating anything here. You're just aligning with what's already real in the 4D in your imagination. And the moment you accept that, the game changes. You stop waiting, you stop doubting, you start living as the version of you that already has it. Again, I'm going to say one more time, nothing actually manifests in the 3D. It always exists first in the 4D, in your imagination, your true nature, which is outside of space and time. The 3D is just where it appears after you've held it in awareness long enough for it to push out into a form. Just a picture, just something to play with. You don't create anything in the 3D. You simply align with what already is true in imagination. So, to wrap this all up, you guys, if you've been wondering where your manifestation is, stop looking in the mirror. Shift where you're thinking from. You have to assume it's done. You have to walk in it, because in the only place that actually matters, the only place that is real, it already is. Ask yourself this question: is my faith in the kingdom my imagination, I am, or in form, the 3D physical? And this includes your body, your name. Remember, I am is prior to the physical and changing forms. You literally have to go directly to the source. This is the truth, you guys. So either you are identifying with form or the physical, fully in the 3D, your name, and believe that to be the truth more than who you truly are. Or are you identifying as I am, which is outside of space and time, where the manifestation is instant? All right? This is simple. This is how we're keeping it simple. But this is why manifestation is instant, because for your true nature, it's instant. So tell me, it only makes sense to identify as I am. Because you're going to get your manifestation anyway, but it's only because you were identified as I am. You held that awareness long enough, and I am became that form effortlessly and pushed out a picture for this 3D body to play with, to experience. But it was never truly happening for the 3D form. It was always I am stepping into that state and appropriating it and pushing that experience through the 3D form. Okay? So understand this, you guys. All right? So I just wanted to keep this video really simple. I hope that it really got in your noggin. I really hope that it definitely assisted you. Don't forget to check out my master classes, my Money Magic Masterclass and the Revision Masterclass. Also, too, I've uploaded a new audio for you guys over on my sites, so make sure you check that out. It is called Unravel. It is a self-inquiry audio which gives you so many questions and a little meditation to help you unravel the 3D illusions and the thought forms that you've been living in. So if that interests you, definitely go check that out. I will leave it linked down in the description box below. And once again, you guys, your imagination is always on your side. and I am too. Bye.